Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 4 of the 2023 Slide Style season. Oh, that's right, baby. It is April. It is time for round 4 of the 2023 Style season. I want to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we have got a wild one for you tonight. Can't wait for you guys to see all of the freestyle tandem drifting action we are ready to bring you tonight in only the way that slide style and these slide style drivers can. But before we get started, we gotta let you guys know what's going on. Everybody that's new, there may be some new viewers here that don't know what slide style is all about. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. If you are new, slide style is all about our unique brand of freestyle drifting. We have our own setup of an event competition similar to any other traditional drifting competitions you may have seen. However, we don't have clipping zones, decel zones, track limits, or judges. Everyone watching at home, if you can hear my voice, if you can see us on your screen right now, you are the judges. Everything is done for qualifying and the bracket through Twitch chat, through the polls, so all of you have your voice heard on which drivers you want to see move on and have a shot to win the event and score points for the tournament championship of 20. So without further ado, let's show you guys our first driver up for qualifying, sitting on the starting line right now. And that is gonna be your man, Damien. You guys know him well, the first ever slide style event winner from last season. And here is his competition. You see the lineup of drivers on the left side of your screen there. More than 20 drivers are here lined up to fight over 12 bracket positions this evening. So you may be asking, what makes a slide style car different from any other drifting cars? Well, we're going to show you right now. A slide style ready racing machine is going to be a rear wheel drive 1,000 horsepower race car. That's right. These aren't just your mom and dad's old drift car that they used to drive around out back in the country roads. These are racing pieces of engineering right here. The wheels are between 16 and 20 inches in diameter with a 275 millimeter maximum, and I'm pretty certain every single one of these drivers is running at that maximum. We might as well just say that that's the wheel size. All 4 wheels around these cars have to be equal. That is one unique element for slide style that not a lot of other events follow. All 4 wheels around this vehicle have to be the same size. Now, of course, these guys can change the air pressure between the front and the rear tires, but they have to be the same diameter, same width, same tire profile. Speaking of tires, 110 adhesion, a little bit grippier tires than a lot of other events like to use. Between 35 and 40% sidewall profile must be used. Can't even, y'all know how it is. I get so excited for these events, I forget how to read. 90 kilopascals of tire pressure as a minimum. That works out to about 12 or 13 PSI if you prefer freedom units. And one new thing for this event, we have gone gone away with the rule about the rear brake lights being visible. It really wasn't applicable to what we do in slide style competition, but the rear tire lettering. You can see how Damien has this tire lettering on here. The rear tires at a minimum have to have that lettering. And then, of course, these cars must have a front bumper due to the way that CarX handles its collision model and everything like that. If there is not a front bumper on the car, the collision model still exists where the front bumper would have been. So when we're watching our replays and checking out if there was any contact between drivers or anything like that, we wouldn't be able to tell if they didn't have the front bumper on the car. So that is required. So before we get into qualifying here this evening, let's take a look at how qualifying is going to work. Each of these drivers is going to make a single run. And you guys watching along, like I said, if you can hear my voice, you're going to be the one making the votes and deciding who moves into the final bracket of 12 cars for this evening. You guys are going to give a 1 to 5 star rating. The top 11 drivers will automatically advance. The drivers that are ranked 12th through 16th will have a last chance qualifier opportunity. And they will run again, and then you guys will make one final vote. Out of those 5 drivers, which one do you want to see take the final last chance position? And we will move into the main event bracket for this evening. Of course, we're going to be looking at these runs. As always with the drift event, you're looking for that speed and angle. But for slide style specifically, we're going to be looking for their flow, how they smoothly make their way through the line. But not only that, are they able to put their car on the edge of control and the edge of the course at all times? And how aggressively do they tackle this course? So that is our judging criteria for this evening. And I believe with all of that said, I think it's time to rock and roll. Well, we have our first driver in the server. As I said, Damien is ready to go. This beautiful S15 here, new livery design here, Team Imperium on the side, rocking the Imperium Drift Championship logo there on the side of the car. Incredible looking S15, and this thing has been hooked up in practice. Cannot wait to see what Damien is going to bring to us here. So let's see some love over there in the Twitch chat. As I said, everyone here, you guys are the judges for this evening. We couldn't have this event without you. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Thank you to all of these drivers for their cooperation and their practice throughout the last 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks as we got ready for round 4 of slide style here. But we are going to go on ahead, give the green light to Damien, and we are going to get round 4 of the Slide Style 2023 season underway. Damien takes off. You can see all that speed there, and he's going to give you a great demo of the course for this evening. Using up the outside of this first turn here as he makes his way into the hairpin, and we'll see as he makes his way all the way around the outside, right up against that white line. And now this is where you'll see the speed come into play. These guys are full throttle all the way along this wide sweeping turn before they head into these 2 S-curves here and make their way to the finish on this course. What a great run by Damien. So we're going to go on and send a vote over to the chat. Let us know what you thought about that run. A great first run of the evening. Make sure you get your votes in. You can see it at the top of the chat window. If you are watching along on Twitch, I don't know where else you'd be watching along. We're not streaming anywhere else, but that's where we're at. As I said, great demo of this course, about one of the smoothest runs we've seen Damien make, even through practice and everything. So he really wanted to bring it here on a race day for sure. You can see there in our live shot, our next driver already staged up on the starting line, ready to go. Just a few seconds left on this vote here for Damien's run to let us know what you think. It looks like his score starting out is going to set the bar at a 3.6. Great run by Damien. A 3.6. That is going to be the run to beat. Up next on the line, we have first-time slide style driver. This is DXP. Rocking this Mazda Miata with the awesome blue flame paint scheme over top of the purple backdrop. It's looking good. Well, you can hear, we'll get up close with our drone cam here. Listen to this engine rumble. That ain't no regular Miata engine in there. This thing is hooked up and ready to rock. So let's see what our boy DXP has got for us here and see if he can knock Damien off that top spot. He takes off, and you see that horsepower that he's got. Engine swapped out for something a little more powerful. And boy, is this thing an absolute rocket ship. Look at the amount of angle he's able to get. That short wheelbase able to make for quick transitions, almost 90 degrees sideways. Headed into the S's here, carrying the momentum through and finishing out the run strong. Great stuff for a first-time run here from DXP. Let us know what you think about it. Give us your 5-star vote. This event can't happen if it's not for you guys voting along, so we appreciate you so much. You can see a new addition to our slide style events up in the top right of your screen after you finish voting on DXP's run here. The burnout box has been added. You'll be able to see these drivers getting warmed up before their next run as we watch the replay for qualifying. Got about 30 seconds left here on this vote for DXP. Let us know what you think. Another solid run. We're off to a great start tonight. I think the competition is going to be incredibly tight. Just a few seconds left on the vote here. Let us know what you want to rate DXP's run, his first ever qualifying run. And it looks like it's going to come down to a 3.2, not quite beating the 3.6 of Damien, but it is going to be tight competition all night long for sure. As we head back to our live shot here, you will see the machine of flyers, this awesome Lamborghini Huracan machine. And I have been saying all throughout practice for the last month now that this car right here, I'm gonna go on and call it, this car is the one to look out for. I don't want to put him on the spot, but this car has been hooked up from day one. It's a Lamborghini. Obviously this thing has got the speed, but he has got the tuning hooked up. This thing is set up right, and it has a beautiful livery design on it. I love the style on this machine. It looks awesome. It looks aggressive. Check out, showing a little love here on the front bumper for our channel here, so I appreciate that as well. Appreciate all the support from all these drivers for what we do and our events here. So without further ado, I believe we are set to fire off the run for Mr. Flyers here. So let's see what this Lamborghini can do, and if it lives up to the hype that I've given it. You can see the speed coming off the line. Now, I watched him in warm-ups earlier on before this event got started, and he was hitting those white lines all the way around, even getting out to the dirt. We'll try to get the overhead shot here. You can see him maximizing every single inch of this course. Now, look at the speed. that this thing is able to carry through the long section here. He's able to get that angle and slow the car up, and look how smoothly it travels, even utilizing the outside of that final corner. What a run from Flyers, exactly what I was expecting and looking for. And I do not doubt for a second he is going to make it to the final bracket. Cannot wait to see how far he's able to make it with that machine. What an awesome run from Flyers here. Now, for you, those of you that may be watching along, if you're more familiar with traditional drifting events, those tires hitting the dirt, that is usually frowned upon in drifting events. But here in slide style, that's almost bonus points for you right there. For those of you that have ever played the game, if you've been a part of a drifting event, you know how difficult it is to control a car once those rear tires get off in the dirt like that. And Flyers, with all of that angle in that Lamborghini, able to hold on to it. And look at how completely 90 degrees sideways almost into that last corner. Great work for him here. A 3.7 is going to put him in the top spot for now. But as we said before, no clipping zones, no decel zones, no track limits. We have a general direction. There is a starting point and an ending point for the line. But there are no such thing as tire drops or anything like that. It's all about the style and aggression that you can throw down, and seeing that car kicking its rear tires over in the dirt, maintaining the angle and getting through to the finish. What an unbelievable job there. So we'll see another driver that's capable of some unbelievable feats of driving is Squid in this awesome looking Corvette here. Love to see this machine on track. Beautiful livery design here as well, and the body kit on this car is just absolutely stunning. Such an awesome piece of machinery here in Squid. I can't talk tonight, man. I'm so excited. Squid can absolutely wheel this thing. So before I keep stumbling over my words here, let's send him on and see what he's got for us. Carrying so much speed into the first turn here. Looking very similar to Flyers' entry there, keeping it a little bit tighter. Whips around the quick transition, keeping the rear wheel spin up, keeping the speed up, holding the angle, outrunning the drone cam almost here. This is a quick racing machine here, smoothly into the S's here. Beautiful transitions from this Corvette. A great run from Squid as well. I'm telling you, some of the tightest competition I believe we've ever had in slide style history is going to be coming at you tonight. Beautiful run there from Squid to get his evening started off. So smooth on all the transitions there. One of the smoothest runs we've seen of the night, actually. About halfway through on this vote. If you're watching along, definitely let us know what you think. If you want to see Squid moving into the final bracket of 12 drivers. The amount of angle and control these guys are able to get out of these cars. I've been practicing them alongside them for the last few weeks here. And these guys have all just stepped it up to a completely new level. I've got a few drivers I'm keeping my eyes on, of course, as I mentioned before, with Flyers Machine. Squid is also one of those drivers, but there's not a lot of difference in all these guys' runs as far as what they are able to achieve on the course. Squid 0.4 puts him good for a tie for third place right now, which puts him into fourth. Of course, our system calculates further than just 1 decimal point, but just to keep things nice and neat on your screen. As we make our way over to our next driver on course is going to be your man Jay. You all know him well, been around since the beginning. Much like Damien, has participated in almost every slide style event, and this beautiful BMW machine here. And you can hear that thing. Listen to that horsepower. This BMW is ready to fly. Team Florida man there on the back window. We're not going to talk about that license plate that I just saw. We ain't going to talk about that. But Team Florida man here. And of course, this livery being done by none other than our friend Ethan Tree. Beautiful car. Him and DK. All these Team FRFO cars getting liveries done by the artist himself. Awesome looking machine with an awesome driver behind the wheel. Let's see what Jay is going to bring to us here, and can he take out Flyers in that top spot? He's got a 3.7. Let's see what he's got. Man, this BMW can carry so much angle, but look at the momentum it's keeping up. One of the fastest qualifying runs that we've seen so far, absolutely maximizing the track all the way out to the guardrail there. Tires in the dirt here. He's still holding on to it. No, it spins around on him. Unfortunate there. The car spins around on him as it got out in the dirt, and that is exactly what I was talking about earlier on. You see his little 360 dance there at the end. But that is exactly what I was talking about earlier on with Flyers run, is when you see those tires get off in the dirt, it is not easy to hold on to, not one bit. Awesome run from Jay, but you can see here those tires just get off in the dirt, and you can see the rear of the car, the momentum, it just kept traveling in that direction. Unfortunate, but a great try from Jay here. Love seeing those green and black machines, though. Jay always coming in with some beautiful designed racing cars. But it's always a tough one when those rear tires get off in the dirt. So just a few seconds here. I see a lot of people showing love. Not giving the 1 star, they're giving the 2 star, acknowledging how great the run was up until, unfortunately, those tires got off in the dirt. Going to come out to a 1.8 on the score. Drops him in 5th for now. Huge shout out to Jay, though. Much love, and once again, appreciate all of these drivers do a lot for us to support our stream and our events and everything we're doing. But Jay has been here literally from the very beginning, from day one. We love having him around. Hate to see it, but so glad he's here. And I appreciate everyone showing a little bit of love there. Letting him know how great that run was up until the dirt reached out to grab him. Well, up next, we got Skull over here. Just Skull. What a name, right? Just Skull. Loving this S15 machine here. Beautiful dark green with the The orange kind of copper look to it. Some awesome little details here in this design, and this car has been absolutely hooked up all throughout practice. And I think he is ready. You can see he's lined up a little more to the inside than a few of these drivers have been. And that tells you right there, he is getting ready to absolutely rocket this thing into his first initiation. Well, let's see what he's got for us here as we move into our second group of qualifying drivers. Skull is on the way at you. Thing rockets off just like I said. You can see how aggressively he launches into that first turn there, maintaining the angle, sending it all the way around the outside of the hairpin, touching the white line as he heads into the long sweeper here, carrying so much speed, staying around the outside of the S-curves here. Is he going to maximize using up the S-curve? A little tap on the wall there, just a little love tap, looking good. A different line through the S-curves there at the finish. That vote is on its way to you. Looking to use up the outside of every turn here. And I'd say he was pretty successful in that. About halfway through on this vote here for Skull's run. Awesome job in that S15, as I said. Maximizing as much of the outsides of these corners as he can, and you can see how much speed he carried here. This is one of the toughest parts of the entire course. Most drivers opt to throw as much angle in towards the end of that long sweeping curve as they can to slow their car down and bring them to the inside so they have a smooth transition through the S's. This is the first driver we've seen run that tail end of that car all the way around the outside, make the deep transition through the S's, and utilize the outside of that final turn, even managing to tap the bumper on the wall, as we see here one more time. We have the slow motion. Yes, we do. The slow motion as he comes around. Little love tap on the wall there to finish that run out. That's going to give him a 3.6. Puts him good for third place on the leaderboard. Great runs by Skull here as we come back around. As we look overhead at an event winner this season, PWX, you all know him well, came in like a firecracker last season and even made a run for the championship, only having participated in maybe 3 or 4 events. The dude came in on fire, and he has kept it going all season, grabbed a victory, and he is looking to keep those points going. He almost thought he wasn't going to make it to this event, was able to get here right at the last minute, and he is ready to burn it down with this beautiful S15 machine. So let's see if he is able to keep those championship hopes on a roll, score him some points here in qualifying. He gets ready to make his run. So much angle headed into the first turn here. Some of the most angle that we've seen so far. Maintains it all throughout that first turn. Look at that, all the way on the outside of the asphalt throughout the hairpin there, maximizing much like Skull did earlier on. And you see the speed here. Let's see how he attacks this S-curve. He said, if Skull can do it, I can do it too. Look at this. Beautiful there, scraping the wall, tagging the tires. Oh, what a run from P-Dub here. Can't wait to watch this one again. Boy, if he didn't maximize every single element of this course, I don't know. Shoo. That is what we're looking for right there. Great runs from P-Dub here. Look how, just like I said, we get the slow motion here, able to rock his way all the way around the outside of both of these two S-curves here. Check it out, right along the guardrail there, tags the tires. Smooth as can be, great stuff. Man, I never get tired of watching that right there. Look how much angle. I didn't even realize that the first time. Almost completely sideways as he gets to into that long sweeping turn. Absolutely beautiful work from your boy P-Dub here. And that vote is coming to a close here. Get your last second vote in if you haven't yet. But it's looking like he is going to easily take over the top spot with a 4.0 on the average rating. That is P-Dub to the top of the leaderboard. Well-deserved, great qualifying run from him here. As we head back into our live shot here, we are looking at none other than your man Chally, always rocking the Mopar machine. You know, we always got to talk about it. Much love to mom and dad at home watching. They're all some of the biggest fans of our slide style events. So glad they're enjoying everything we're able to put together here. Always been big racing fans, but didn't know much about drift events until we started doing these. And mom has already picked out a favorite driver, and you're looking at him right here. And my dad's always been a Mopar guy, so I'm sure he's in the same boat. And it could be your mom's favorite driver too. You never know. You got to get her to watch Slide Style. Get your parents watching. Get them to come vote. And tell them vote for Chally. Chally can get all the mom votes. This beautiful Mopar machine. Always love to see Chally in the server. Can't wait to see what he's bringing to the table here. Man's pretty busy. Hasn't had a lot of time for practice. Hey, I'm just going to wing it. Well, your boys go wing it. We're going to watch. We're going to enjoy. Let's see what Chally's bringing to us today with the big old V8 machine. Off the line he goes. Look at that. Kerry makes a whole transition into the first turn. Carrying that big heavy machine even off in the dirt a little bit. Doesn't let him affect him, not at all. Holding it out all the way around the hairpin turn, all the way out to the outside here. Tagging the dirt again. Now he's going to carry the speed all the way through. Look at him holding it on the outside there. Cuts to the inside. Quick transition. Gets that big horsepower machine across the line. Awesome stuff from Chally here. I'm just enjoying watching this one back. Awesome run from Chally. Bringing the mean machine out to play and throwing down a hell of a run as always. Great stuff here. Make sure you get your votes in. It's about halfway through. As I'm telling you, man, he can take that because that is a heavy car right there compared to a lot of these other racing machines. And man, he can absolutely sling that thing around with the best of them, and it carries that momentum through the course as well. Last few seconds here. Get your votes in. Loving what we're seeing. Looks like he's going to come out with a 3.0 3.3 on the vote. Great stuff from Chally here. Always love to see it as we jump back to our live view here. Another driver we love to see here in a SLIDESTYLE server. Check out the man here in the old school machine. Well, you say it's old school. It's got the old school style front end on it. But make no doubt, this is a mean looking RX-7 right here. And check out the details in the livery design. This is a brand new SOG style. You see Savage Outlaws Gaming right there on the back windshield. Definitely check out that Discord server. Look at the recreation of the Discord logo. These guys are unbelievable, man. Incredible looking car here. An incredible driver. And look at the front here. Look at the hood. Showing some love. That's what we like to see right there. But man, Curdy has got this thing absolutely hooked up, ready to rock here. And we are so thankful to these guys for allowing me to be a part of their broadcast team for their SOG Drift Championship events. We'll be learning more about that later on in the broadcast, so stick around. But first, we've got to see what Curdy is going to do here in the server. Had a great qualifying run last round, so we are ready to see what he's got for us today. He's got the green light. Let's see what this RX-7's got for us. Representing Team SOG right there. Beautiful car running a beautiful line. Look at how smooth. Almost no steering input, man. That thing is tuned out to the nines. Look how smooth this car is driving. Able to capture so much angle. Attacking the line there. Fast line through the end. Great stuff from your man, Curdy. Of course, for those of you that don't know, for me here at SLIDESTYLE, being kind of jack of all trades, but cameraman, commentator, organizer, stream technician, you name it, a little bit of everything. Well, that is exactly what your boy Curdy is for those SOG drift events. He puts in tons and tons of hard work. And those guys have some awesome events over there, but it's not just Curdy. They have an entire team of people running those events. So there will be more information about that coming up. And of course, those guys run on Saturdays. So we will kind of be running a little bit of our schedule this season in tandem with their schedule. So month to month, we will be giving you guys information on how and where you can watch the next SOG DC events as Season 4 is getting ready to be underway for those guys. Get your votes in. Let us know what you think. Last few seconds on that vote here. And it's going to be a 3.6. For your man Curdy here. As we come back to our live shot. And looks like somebody's not paying attention, not sure what's going on here. I'm hearing word from race control right now. So Jason was supposed to be the next driver, but we've had a little bit of a scheduling change here. So we'll take a look around the beautiful sights of Red Ring here as we get set up on which driver is supposed to be up next. Looks like we are all lined up and ready to go. I think somebody had something they needed to take care of real quick. So I had Mr. Jason next on my list, but he was over there parked in our staging area. You can see the other cars lined up there, looking nice and neat. As these guys are always doing such a great job of staying organized. Listen to our man in race control, of course, DK Greer. You know, you're familiar with the name. You've seen the car around, been around all of our events. But DK hooking us up every time with race control, doing great work. So I believe we are set up here. Bird is on the line. So we're going to take a look at this beautiful machine here. Of course, the winner of SLIDESTYLE last month. And he brings this car back to try again to see if he can't capture another trophy. But first, he's going to need to get into the top 12 of the qualifying leaderboard here. This beautiful BMW machine, loving that blue and black color. This thing is going to try to leave his opponents black and blue by hitting the top score he could possibly hit here in qualifying. Let's see what this BMW machine's got for us. Launches off the line here. You can see how much speed he carries. Look at the angle as he whips that BMW into the first turn. Carrying a ton of speed throughout the course here. Out and around on the outside. Is he going to look to hold it to the outside or bring it in tight? He does bring it in with the speed. Takes the outside line on the last corner, though. Oh, so much angle there at the finish, but is able to hold on to it. You see his name in gold there on the side of your screen. That indicates a round win in SLIDESTYLE. Former winner last event, so let him know what you think about that run. Great start to the evening for Bird here for sure. I'm telling you, man, he absolutely whipped that thing into the first turn. Great stuff from him here. Holding that angle out. Look how much speed this BMW is able to carry, man. When these guys get into the tandems later on this evening, they're going to be moving at a blistering speed. And these transitions on this, it's not a super wide track. These transitions are going to be wicked close later this evening. And you can see the way Bird's car is driving. He has got the handles for it. Last few seconds on this vote here. Let us know what you think about Bird's run on a 1 to 5 star scale. Looks like his final score comes out to a 3.5. Awesome stuff here from Bird. 3.5 on the score sets him good for 6th place currently, as we have almost filled out our top 11 that are going to be locked in the event, and we will start bumping drivers into that last chance qualifier bracket. And once we get up to 16 drivers, we will start eliminating drivers from contention this evening. We are now looking at your man from T1, Jason over here. T1 Flux. Look at that little bit of Ken Block love on the door there. I've seen a couple other drivers with that as well, showing a little on your screen love there on the in front of that rear tire as well. Got this Mark II looking clean as can be. Yeah, showing a little slide style love too, man. He's showing love to everybody on this car. Appreciate our man. That's representing Team T1 over here. We've got a couple of team drivers this time around showing out for their squad in our events. We love to see it. And we're looking to support all the drift teams around CarX, love the CarX community, and we want to put the word out about these great communities that you could be a part of as well. For the rest of this season, we'll be working closely with a bunch of those teams for you to find out more information about how to get in contact with those guys. But meanwhile, Jason's ready to rock and roll here. We're going to see what he's got for us on his qualifying run, a 4.0 score to beat to take the top spot. Big angle, big speed off the line here. Looking to use up the entire outside of this hairpin turn. Cuts in a little bit, but is able to get back out to the outside before he heads through the speed section here. Going across those rumble strips. Cuts it in tight, carrying so much speed through this course. Awesome run. I'm telling you, all these drivers are so close together. I know it's tough to score when you've only got a 5-star scale. And I believe our qualifying scores tonight are going to be closer than ever. Jason off to a great start on the votes here. Maintaining great control of that Mark II machine. And that's going to be a great tandem car as well. That's one thing you can always tell watching these qualifying runs as well. Of course, we're looking for the individual performance, the style, the flow, the aggression, like we talked about at the top of the show. But you're also looking for how this car is going to handle in the lead and chase position later on. And that is going to be it. A 3.7 for Jason here. Puts him up over Flyers even into second place, but not able to take down the top spot of PWX with that 4.0, but a 3.7 for Jason here as we come back around and check out one half of the pair that started it all in this blacked out LFA right here. This thing looks like a spaceship. What an awesome racing machine here. Even look at the taillights, man. This thing is hardcore. But RC, part of the pair that started it all, of course, the man in race control right now is going to be DK. DK and RC kind of jokingly arguing back and forth. Almost 2 years ago now. Actually, it's probably been about 2 years now. These guys were going back and forth about who is the better drifter, who is the better drifter. And we said, hey, man, let's put it to a vote. So we watched their runs. We did the drone camera much like we're doing right now. And then we put the vote up. Who's the better run between the two? Well, then, as we mentioned earlier, your boy Jay said, hey, I'll take winner. And it has snowballed from there to become the event that SLIDESTYLE is today. So huge, huge props and much love to these guys for unknowingly this whole thing off. Well, RC is back, and I mean, this is an evil-looking race car. Like, this is the Darth here. Look at how you can just see this car going. Use the dark side, RC. Let's see what he's got for us. Whew. Little bit of lag there at the start. Oh, big lag here. That car obviously was not spinning out there. Our man is teleporting all over the place. Networking issues galore here, but you can kind of get an idea of what's going on with this car. Sort of, kind of, maybe. This car is as hectic to watch as it looks. Off in the grass. Well, I don't know if he was in the grass or not. I have no idea what's going on. We'll try to piece it together from the replay here. But man, if that thing wasn't teleporting, sorry if it gives you any motion sickness watching along. This thing was over here bouncing around all over the place. Camera didn't know what to do. It's just an evil car, man. That's what it is. Mean looking machine. Let us know what you think about his run. LFA looking crazy, and that thing is bringing the horse. You can tell how fast it is, even with all the lag and it kind of teleporting around a little bit and everything, man. You could tell how fast of a car that is. We are coming down to it on the vote here. Last couple seconds for RC. What do you think about the run? I do think the lag played a factor there. It was really hard to tell what his actual position was at any given time. I do think he was in the dirt there at the end. Of course, that's not a bad thing in slide style. It's just hard to tell, really. We don't know what his initiation looked like. It's kind of hard to tell. Unfortunate there. That will happen, though, in the world of esports, in the world of gaming. Awesome looking ride from RC. Comes out to a 2.2. As we make our way over to our next driver of the evening, is going to be none other than Malte. Former event winner last season in slide style and always a contender every single week. Bringing out a BMW machine, loving in black livery design on this car. Awesome, awesome stuff here. Of course, these guys, newest members of what we call Uncle Malte Racing, consisting of Wayne Theory and Malte. I think PWX put in his application, but I'm not sure if it was accepted. But that is our running joke that has kind of actually become a thing here in slide style. But that shows you how much of a family environment and how much fun these guys are always having. They're always talking some trash over in our Discord. Of course, if you haven't yet, !slide style will take you to the official slide style Discord where you can find out everything you need. But we will see what Malte's got. We know he is gunning for PWX in that top spot. He wants to be the #1 qualifier. Well, let's see if he's able to make it happen with this beautiful BMW machine. He's got the green light. He's ready to rock it off out of here. And look at that, 90 degrees sideways. He was trying to get a reverse entry into the first turn there. Absolutely sailing this thing around the course. Almost more angle than we've seen out of anybody tonight. Matching the amount of angle that Flyers had earlier. Almost the same kind of run as Flyers had. Look at the speed he's carrying too. Imagine those two in a tandem, but what a run out of Malte here. I even tried to back the camera up so you could see how much speed this car was actually carrying through that run. But what a ton of angle there. And man, this thing was on an absolute tear all the way through that line. Definitely going to be great competition here Already peaking at that top spot. We're going to see if the votes carry out. Let us know what you think. The vote's about halfway through here. Well, you can see my man absolutely attacking this course hardcore. So much angle and speed. Maybe not using as much of the outside lanes up as some of these other drivers, but that's the beauty of slide style. There are no clipping zones. These drivers are free to attack this course however they like to. There's a reason we named it Slide Style. The name tells you everything you need to know. Just a few seconds left here on the vote. Let us know what you think about Malte's run. It's going to be close here. Is he going to be able to take out P-Dub from the top spot in qualifying? And it looks like he is. A 4.2 takes Malte straight to the top spot, top of the leaderboard. We'll see if he can hold on to it because there is some tough competition on the way as we move on to our next driver. We see Danny. Well, Danny Alexis hanging out here on the starting line. This awesome looking R32 machine here. Digging the livery design here. And boy, does this look like a classic drifting machine here. It's almost got a little bit of a rally car vibe to it in the livery department. But this thing can get it sideways absolutely for sure. Can't wait to see what our man is bringing to us here. Another representative. T1 over here. So we're going to see if he can show up for the team. Much like his partner Jason earlier. See if he can make it into the bracket with his teammate. He is ready to launch off the line here. Ooh, boy, look at the speed that thing is getting up to right out of the gate. Smooth initiation through the first turn. Great radius carried all the way through there. Let's see if he continues that along. Look at the smooth steering input from this machine here. Oh, but gets off in the dirt much like Jay earlier and gets into the bumps over there. Carries him way out to the outside. Man, that was looking to be one of the smoothest runs we have seen all night long, and that dirt just reached out and grabbed him just a little bit. We'll watch the replay to see what happened. Unfortunate there. Look how buttery smooth of a run this was. From the beginning, one of the smoothest runs we've seen so far. And then you can see the dirt right here. It just reaches out, grabs a hold, and once it's got you, it doesn't want to let go. Pulled that car out to the outside. He didn't lose control, didn't spin it out. Well, he did lose control, but he didn't spin it out, got it back on the course, finished the run. So major props to him there for that. But I'm telling you, that was looking to be one of the smoothest runs we've seen for the night. If he didn't get grabbed by that dirt right there, he would have been looking to knock Malte off the top spot, I think. So unfortunate. Danny, we appreciate you trying so hard and appreciate you finishing the run too. That's one thing we always say. Finish your runs, finish your runs. And he definitely did that. Man, that is unfortunate there. Well, score is going to come out to a 2.2, it looks like. As we come back to our live view here. Unfortunate, man. That dirt, it'll reach out and grab you for sure. But up next, we have another first-time slide-style driver here in Waifu. And hanging out on the starting line. Got a little bit of a different ride here. A little station wagon action coming at you. Look at this, the Midnight Empire right there on the back of this machine. Awesome looking ride, and I'm telling you, don't judge a book by its cover quite yet, because this thing can get it going. It's got the speed, it's got the angle. Let's see what our man is gonna have for us here on his run. He's got the green light from race control, launches away, and I told you this thing has got some speed. Gets the angle out in the corner. You can see how soft the suspension setup is to allow that heavier rear end to swing around. But he's got control of it, holds on to it all the way. Let's see if the dirt wants to reach out and grab him or if he plays it safe. Oh, he does get out there to the dirt, but he doesn't touch it. And finishing out on the outside of these last couple of turns here. Now that is a great run right there from Waifu. Great stuff. Let him know what you think on the vote. I'm telling you, you would not, like I said, judging a book by its cover, you would not expect this car to perform that well, but it absolutely does. Just a little bit of time left on the vote here. Up to a 3.6 already. Lots of love being shown here. And that's going to be a 3.6 for Waifu here. A 3.6 puts him good for 5th place. Taking the station wagon maybe into the bracket here. Should be into the bracket, actually. Yes, he will have that spot. Taking the station wagon to the show. Love to see it. Meanwhile, rocking with your boy Theory. You know him well. We've always called him Mr. Consistency here in SLIDESTYLE, and he has brought a new livery out to play. This is a beautiful looking racing machine here. And you guys already know what Theory's bringing to the table. I don't have to preface this run at all. You know he's about to bring it in every way. Well, he's got a 4.2 to beat from Malte here, so let's see if he's got it. He is off to rip this run away, and then we've got 3 drivers remaining after Theory here to lock in our lineup for this evening. Look at him maintaining that angle all the way around the outside of the track here, staying on that white line. There's that consistency I'm talking about. He's bringing it every single time. Let's see if the dirt wants to reach out and grab him here. It doesn't, as he makes his way around. A perfectly smooth finish here. Great runs from Theory. As always, we expect nothing less. The consistency is real. Theory brings it every time. Man, I could just watch that all day. Always bringing the smooth, reliable, consistent runs. And you know, when it comes down to it, when it's time to go in the bracket, this car is ready to rock every time. So let him know what you think in the votes. In our live shot there, we got the overhead shot of our burnout box. Cruz getting wound up for his run here. Is Theory gonna be able to knock Malte off that top spot? Gonna be close here, last couple of seconds on the vote. Let us know. And there you have it, the vote coming in. It's going to drop him right at a 4.0, puts him good for third place. Like we said, it calculates farther than 1 decimal point, so he is at the 4.0 level with P-Dub, but P-Dub apparently averaged just slightly higher, puts him into the second position. Theory going to be in third. Jason and Flyers rounding out our top 5 with just 3 drivers remaining. Back to our live shot here, looking at one of my favorite livery designs of all time from Cruz here in this beautiful S15. Check it out. I mean, the colors. He's got his famous the moon eyes on the side here, as he always does. Look at that, showing a little love on the back bumper as well. But this right here is, I mean, I just love the details, love the coloring. This is an awesome looking race car right here, and take a listen. Boy, there is some horsepower under the hood of this machine right here. Well, he has been absolutely bringing it in practice, so let's see if it transitions over to qualifying. Cruz has the green light. He is on the way. So much angle into that first turn. I don't think I've seen anybody attack it as aggressively as Cruz did there. And you can see him sling it out here, riding that white line. All the and watch this car carry speed. It heads across that rumble strip. Does he get out to the dirt? So close there. Oh boy, this could be looking to take that top spot. Look at him maximizing the end of the course as well, taking a cone out. Oh, let's watch this one again. He could have something here for the top spot. Look at how aggressive, slings that car completely sideways off the start. What a run from Cruz. We know he's good, but whew. That's what you love to see right there. I told you there was big competition coming. And we weren't lying to you, not one little bit. Great stuff here from Cruz. Smooth transitions as well. And you can see how close he gets to the dirt here as we'll get the slow motion look in. Right out to that white line, right on the edge of the asphalt, but doesn't get it in the dirt, able to maintain control and angle all the way around. So with just a little bit of time left here on the vote, let us know what you think about Cruz's run, where you want to see him on the leaderboard. And we are just 2 cars away from setting our last chance qualifier group and finding out who is going to make up the bracket for this event. Looks like Cruz is going to be good for a 3.7, which drops him into the 6th position. 6th position for car number 6. As we make our way back to the live shot here, Wayne has got this machine fired up, ready to go. You can see there on the right side of your screen his name also in gold. winning an event already this season. He's got 12 championship points to his name. And of course, PWX also 12 points. Those two are tied for the lead right now. The season championship in slide style, but you know Wayne well. Of course, won half of the events we had last season, looking to reclaim his title as the slide style tournament champion. But with PWX qualifying and currently in second place, he is looking to bring the pain this time around in the championship point standings. So we're going to need to see if Wayne has got anything for him there, if he wants to continue to keep his lead in the championship. This car is ready to rock. Let's see what he's got for us here. Another super aggressive entry into the first turn. Snaps that thing to the side. You can see there's a little bit of a glitch in the map in that section there. Obviously no fault of Wayne's there. You've seen a few drivers do that. Able to hold on to that car. He may not have even seen that happen on his side. Look at that, a little tire track in the dirt as he carries all this speed through the S's. And major angle on the finish. Look at the little 360 dance there to finish it out. Get your votes in on this run here. We'll see this aggressive entry into the first turn here. And as I said, you'll see this little hop the car does right there. That's a glitch in the map. And that is a client-side thing, so it's very possible that it probably did not happen on Wayne's side of things from his driver's perspective. And we have seen a couple of cars do that this evening, so if you see that later on, pay no attention, of course. It's the wonderful world of esports. We want to say a special shout out, thank you to Wayne as well, of course, our technical director here. Making sure that everyone's cars are on the proper specifications that we told you guys earlier on tonight about. But absolutely wheeling that car through. About 20 seconds left on this vote here. So we watch this aggressive, kicks it into the first turn there. Maintains that high angle and speed all the way around. Great work here. And he is trying to peek his way up into that top spot. It's gonna be close. Let's see what he comes out to. Looks like it's gonna be a 4.0. Slots him into the 4th position. Man, these guys are so close on points all the way through. Wayne with a 4.0. And that brings us down to our final driver for qualifying. Of course, we have Wayne and DK considering their official status positions here in SLIDESTYLE. They are always kept as the last two drivers. They stay in the server for the duration of the entire event, kind of keeping an eye on everything. So we have them qualify. So that way, once we see them on the starting line, that means everybody has qualified. So DK is the final car to run. Before he makes his run, let's take a quick look here. Unfortunately, the two drivers that did get off into the dirt earlier have been bumped from the last chance qualifier bracket. So that is Jay and Danny. We're so glad they were able to come out and run with us today. But as of right now, the last chance qualifier group is going to be Bird, DXP, Squid, Shally, and RC. And that means, depending on what happens with DK on this run, we told you the story earlier about how it was DK and RC going back and forth about who is the better drifter. Well, it's come full circle here. DK could knock RC out of competition this evening. Let's see if it's going to happen. He's got the green light. Well, he's got his own green light. He knows what to do. He's off. He is out of here. In this beautiful FRFO machine. Look at it, throw in the 360. He's having some fun here. Oh, what happened? Did his game crash? No, he's just having a good time. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I know what's going on here. I think I know what's going on here. All right, well, let's go to the vote for DK. I think I know exactly what's going on here. Your man DK, he wants to see RC have a last chance qualifier attempt here. And he just wanted to go out, do some donuts, have some fun, and show this beautiful car off, man. This is another Ethan Tree designed livery on this beautiful 350Z. But I do believe that he is trying to look out for his boy, and I mean, I appreciate it. And also, of course, DK is very busy this evening with his role as race director, race control. We love you, DK. Thank you for everything you do, and that was a fun one to watch. Doing some donuts, having a good time. But that vote is gonna come down to it here. And well, y'all, somebody was just being funny and just kind of broke our voting system there. So we're going to, I know what he was going for there. We're gonna go on and make the adjustment here necessary. As we quickly make our way back around to check out the sights around And there you have it, our last chance qualifier group. You see them there on the left side of the screen. It's going to be Bird, DXP, Squid, Charlie, and RC. So just a quick reminder for everybody. As you see there on the right side of your screen, for the last chance qualifier, drivers ranked 12th through 16 are going to run again. They are going to go back to back here, one after the other. They'll have a run, then they'll have a replay. And after that, you guys are going to vote at home on your favorite last chance qualifying run, which of those 5 drivers you want to see make their way into the final bracket of 12 that are locked in to this evening's competition. So far are Malte with a 4.2, and then P-Dub, Theory, and Wayne all with a 4.0. Jason, Flyers, and Cruz with a 3.7. Waifu, Curdy, and Damian and Skull with a 3.6. Some of the closest competition we have ever had in slide style qualifying right here in Red Ring. It's going to be an awesome round 4 once we get to the bracket competition. We get there. It is going to be up to the last chance qualifier spot. And these drivers are all making their way on track and getting ready to make their runs. So we are awaiting word from DK, our race control man. When Bird, DX, Squid, Charlie, and RC are in the server. But if you can see there, with the exception of RC, who was having those connection issues, hopefully he was able to get that worked out. but Bird, DXP, Squid, and Chally all within 0.2 of each other. So these guys are going to have to absolutely throw it down to earn your trust and earn your vote of putting them in to the top 12. We make our way back over to our live shot here. You see Bird on track currently. The first of your 5 last chance qualifying drivers. And as I said, be ready. These guys are going to be running back to back. They're going to make a run. You'll see a replay of it. The next driver will be on the line, and these 5 will run back to back, and then you will vote on who you want to see moving into the next, or into the bracket, excuse me. This round 4 competition. Bird is cleared to run. Here is his last chance qualifier run. He is off the line here. Absolutely sailing it into the first turn here, looking super smooth. A lot of extra angle on the end there, putting a little sauce on it. Bringing his way around that hairpin turn. So smooth in this run so far. Looking very similar to Danny's run earlier. So much angle, almost over-rotates. It gets it 90 degrees sideways coming through that S-pin there, and the little 360 dance at the finish. As we go to the replay to watch that one more time. Super smooth run from Bird here. We'll take one more look at it. And that was not him spinning out at the finish. I hit our replay a little early. He was doing a little 360 dance. He completed it. It was pretty. He did a great job there. But I'd say my takeaway from this is how smooth of a run that was through the course, and think about how that would look as a lead run if he were to make it to the bracket. So I'd say that's my takeaway from this run. Great stuff there from Bird. Come back to our live shot here. DXP on the line, ready to rock. And we'll see what he's got for his last chance qualifying run in this mean purple and blue Miata. Lots of speed in this light little ride here. And boy, is he going to bring it for this qualifying attempt. He knows he's got to throw it down. He's doing that every step of the way. Look at how hard he's attacking this course. So much speed all the way through. What a run this has been here. All right, great work from DXP. We'll watch the replay of that one. Man. Absolutely devouring this course with that Miata. That is the way to do it. We'll take one more look at this replay. For those of you super hardcore about your judging of drift events, maybe taking some notes at home. I've heard that a few people actually bust out the notepad when they're watching a slide style event. So we'll give you one more shot here of this awesome run from DX. Great stuff as we come back into the live shot here of none other than Squid on the starting line, ready in this Corvette to throw his name in the hat for your vote to see if he can grab that last chance qualifying position. the line he goes, also going for the smoothness, making it out to the dirt, but the dirt doesn't grab a hold of him. He's able to defeat the mean dirt monster here at the red ring. You can see it going all the way out there. Car sitting so low, it actually grabbed the edge of the asphalt. That's incredible. This thing is seriously moving with some speed. What another smooth run here. These guys did not come to play. They want to take that last chance qualifier position. Man, it's so close to call between all of these runs here. Gonna be tough to make a vote for sure. Only person so far to get over in the dirt and still hold on to it here in these last chance qualifier runs. But all three runs that we've seen so far, super smooth. And as I said earlier, this car sits so low. He's got it tuned so aggressive. You could see the sparks as it bottomed out on the edge of the asphalt. That's something we haven't seen either. As we come back to the live view of the Mopar machine of Chally, you know he's always looking to bring it during qualifying, and right now is no exception. This car is locked and ready to rock. Let's see what he's got for us here. Off the line in the Challenger. Sends a whole lot of angle into the first turn there. All of that weight, all that momentum, all of that speed. But you can hear the horsepower. Oh, out to the dirt, tags the wall. It straightens the car out a little bit, but he's right back in the throttle. And against the tough competition we've got here for our last chance qualifier, that could be the note that marks the end of Chally's night. Let's see what everyone at home thinks as we take another look to see what happened. I think it's another attack of the dirt here in Red Ring. Grabbed a hold of that right rear on the outside, and it just wanted to, yep, it grabbed a hold and pulled him right in. We'll take one more look at that run. Otherwise, though, solid, smooth run from Chally as always, as we've come to expect. But that dirt is unforgiving as ever. See there, just barely caught the edge of it, and it just takes hold, and there's not much you can do about it, especially when you're driving a car that's that heavy. Once that momentum is set, that is where she is headed. And RC sitting on the line here. Hopefully his network connection issues have been solved, and he's ready to show you guys what the Darth Vader machine is all about. It looks as evil as it drives. Let's see if he's got the shot at the last chance qualifying run here, if he can capture your votes. As he launches away, you can see the speed of this blacked out LFA. This thing is so fast, but so light. Able to make such quick transitions. You can hear it screaming around this course. Look, it's so much momentum, carries it all the way out to the grass on the outside there. As we head into the replay here. Oh no! Oh no, did we not get the replay? Oh, that's Chally right there. Of course, we didn't get the replay for RC. Oh man, well, it's the last run. We just saw it. Well, let's go on ahead let's go on ahead and take it to the vote here. That is my fault on that one. My apologies. Did not get RC's run there. All right, well, let's get the vote going as quickly as we can here with that run fresh in your mind. That vote is coming at you in the chat right now, as you can see it at the top of your screen. Bird, DXP, Squid, Chally, and RC. Let us know who you want to see take the final spot in tonight's bracket. Great stuff from all of these drivers tonight. Appreciate everybody for watching along and getting your votes in, letting us know what you think about these drivers. We have got tandem bracket action coming at you here in just a moment after we find out who the final car is. It is going to be facing off against the 11 other drivers locked into the bracket. Just a minute left on that vote here. It's coming down to it. It's going to be close. Let us know which of these 5 drivers you want to see take that last spot. Coming down to it here. Last few seconds. Let us know who's it going to be. It looks like it is going to be Squid. Squid taking it with just 1 vote over Bird. Squid has got the final spot. Is it not going to, it doesn't want to light up? It's supposed to turn our man green at the top of the screen. It's supposed to like, ta-da. Ah, oh well. Doesn't get the big ta-da, but you see the number 6 next to the name. Squid is going to be the last chance qualifier heading to the final bracket here. So we're going to take a look at your bracket for this evening as these drivers get loaded into the server and get ready to go. As Malte will be facing off against Squid in the first pairing. Flyers will be facing off against Cruz. That is going to be a barn burner of a pairing. Wayne is going to be taking it to Curdy. Got the driver representing SOG coming to take out the top slide style driver if he can do it. Theory and Damien, of course, these two have had many a run together. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Jason and Waifu. Now that is going to be an interesting pairing right there. And then PWX and Skull, the 2 S15s facing off in that final grouping. So we're getting all of these drivers loaded in the server, set up, ready to rock and roll. But until then, we're going to take a look at the upcoming Season 4 of the Savage Outlaws Gaming Drift Championship. And there you have it, Season 4 of the SOG Drift Championship. At you soon. You can find out more information about that by going to the official SLIDESTYLE Discord. We have their news and announcements linked from their Discord as well, and you will be able to gain access to their Discord and find out more about it from there. SLIDESTYLE Discord is kind of the central hub for everything going on here with SLIDESTYLE. So, as we are getting ready to move on into bracket competition this evening, we're going to pull the bracket back up, and we are going to talk about the rules for bracket competition this evening. We're going to have 12 drivers in single elimination competition from here on out. Bracket pairings are going to be decided by fan vote. Whoever you want to see move on to the next round. The breakout round is going to have 6 winners. The eliminator round is going to have 4 winners moving forward. Contender having 2 as our semifinal, and then the final showdown is going to have 1 winner, the victor of round 4. In the breakout and eliminator round, ties are the lower seed driver. So a tie in the vote gets the underdog effect. The lower seed driver gets the tie, and then in the contender and showdown round, a tie triggers a 1 more time. So we'll see these drivers run again if they have a tying vote. And then, of course, a second tie in that situation would go to the tiebreaker vote, which is me. So please don't do that to me. And then, of course, in the eliminator round, we have what we call redemption. The 3 drivers eliminated during the eliminator round have a shot to come back, face off against each other, and capture that 4th and final spot going into the semifinal contender round. More on that when we get to it later on. But we are going to make our way over to our live shot here. We have our first 2 cars lined up at the start. It is Malte and Squid side by side here. You can see Malte in that lead position, facing off against Squid. Now, before these guys take off here, we're going to take a look at how we launch in a SLIDESTYLE event. You'll see the way that these guys are lined up may be a little different than what you are used to seeing in a more traditional drifting event. That is because we rock things a little bit differently in SLIDESTYLE, if you haven't already noticed. The chase car is going to be lined up in the forward position on the inside line. They are going to be in control of the start. So once DK gives them the go-ahead, that chase car is able to roll forward whenever they are ready. And once they are rolling and have momentum, the lead car can take off and overtake that position on the outside. So the chase car, they know they are chasing for that run. They have control of the start, so that way we never have any situation where the lead car just gets the jump and gets away. And these cars are able to initiate side by side, door to door into the first turn. And it makes for awesome freestyle tandem drifting. And of course, to remind everybody what SLIDESTYLE is all about, there's no track limits, no clipping zones, no decel zones, no judges. From here on out, you guys decide who you want to see move forward and who's going to be left in the dust. It's round 4 of SLIDESTYLE 2023 season. We are ready to get bracket competition underway. So we have our first pairing this evening. It is going to be Malte and Squid. They have been given the green light. They flash their lights. They're ready to go. And you see there a perfect start. Squid rolls forward. Malte takes the spot. And they are off into that first turn side by side here. You see perfect matching the angle is Squid. Beautiful transition right back up. Little tap on the door. That's what we love to see right there. Contact is quite acceptable here in SLIDESTYLE. And you can see the proximity all the way through. Squid sticking right with Malte all the way to the end of this run. catch our replay here. Look how close on the transition Squid is able to maintain. And like I said, traditional drifting events, that pushing the lead driver, that contact on the door or rear bumper may be frowned upon. In slide style, we want to see these guys as on top of each other as they possibly can be, as long as that chase driver does not affect the line of the lead driver. They are free to do whatever they want. And of course, here in slide style competition, you will see the lead driver is kind of free to take the line as they please. So that means the focus of our runs is truly on the chase driver and what they do to anticipate the lead driver in this position. And you will see here, Squid was absolutely on top of that every step of the way through. We come back around to our live view here. You see these drivers have switched positions. Squid now going to be on the lead. That means Malte is in control of the start, so whenever he is ready, he will roll forward. And you will see these guys launch into their second run with Malte on the chase. You can see how far up he is on initiation. That beautiful shot we have down low to see how hard these guys drive it in. And then throughout the hairpin, you see Malte surging forward here, looking to stay right on the door of Squid all the way around. Quick transition into the S's here. Malte staying right with him all the way through, matching the angle beautifully. And that will finish their run off. The vote is coming at you in the chat. Let us know what you think. But if you take a look at the replay, you might notice, oh no, that's Malte's lead run. That's the first run. Well, guess what we figured out this time around? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got both the first and second run replays coming to you. So you're going to get to see the action of both runs as you make your vote to let us know who you want to see move on into the next round. About a minute and a half left on this vote here as you're watching along. As you can see in the live shot there, our driver's in the burnout box for our next pairing, getting geared up and ready to go. But definitely give us your thoughts as you watch through these replays. As I said, don't vote too quick now, because we do have both runs. So you're seeing Malte's lead run here. Which manually, I guess I can, you see that little lead symbol there next to Malte's number and name. In the future, game plan is to actually have that work itself around automatically, but for now we can manually kick that around. I mean, you could pretty obviously see who is in the lead chase position, of course, but definitely let us know. Just a few seconds left on the vote here. And it comes down to it. Malte grabs the win. 10 votes pushes him on to the eliminator round. Great stuff from both of those drivers. In my opinion, too close to call. Those of you at home knew what you were looking for, and hopefully you got it. And that will move Malte on to the eliminator round. The first driver moving forward. Well, up next we have Flyers and Crews lined up, ready to roll on the start line. And this is, I'm telling you, y'all get ready for this one. Grab your popcorn, throw your feet up, and get ready for some entertaining freestyle tandem action right here. These guys know exactly how to bring it on this course. They let each other know they're ready to go. See a little bit of the lag there on Cruz's car. Hopefully that's not affecting him too badly. But you know that Lamborghini of Flyers ready to absolutely tear. It's like the thing's got wings on it. It looks like a fighter jet. But man, Cruz is staying there all the way up to the front bumper every step of the way around this track. He's able to keep up with the Lamborghini. Look at the proximity and how close he is on transitions here. Awesome stuff there. What incredible runs from both of these guys. A beautiful and consistent lead from Flyers. But Cruz was almost up to the front bumper and front wheel all the way around that run. Flyers was able to sneak away just at the finish there a little bit. We'll take one more look at it here. But you can see that little bit of early lag there seemed to taper out on Cruz. And then you'll see here, look how he dives up all the way, doesn't make contact at all. Complete control of that S15 at all times. So close on that transition through the high speed turn. And these guys have changed position now. Cruz gonna be on the lead for this second run. So we're going to see how Flyers does with that Lambo in the chase position. These guys are ready to take off here. All the way up to the front wheel, right on the door is Flyers, sticking right with him all the way through. And do it, mimicking the run from earlier all the way up to the front wheel. I told y'all be ready for some fireworks with these two in contact before making the transition, able to get through. You see the speed that Flyers is carrying. What a chase run, but what an incredible lead under all of that pressure. So here are the replays. Once again, remember, these are replays of both runs here. Awesome lead work from Flyers here, but Cruz staying right up to that front wheel all the way through it. And then you'll see as we switch over to Cruz's lead run here, watch Flyers glued to that door all the way around this course. You see, he just dives in here on the hairpin, says, "You're gonna be on my front wheel. I got some front wheel for you." Man, what a run out of these guys here. As we said, these replays are going to run back to back, so they just alternate between the lead and the chase run. So take a couple watches. We got a few minutes left, or just a minute left here on the vote. It's coming super close. Who do you guys want to see moving into the next round? You see in our live shot here, our next two drivers are doing donuts and burnouts alongside each other. They're having a fun time. That's what these slide style events are all about. If you want to find out more about how you can participate in a slide style event, !slide style. We'll give you the link to the official Discord. That is all the information you need to know is packed into that Discord. And all of these drivers are in there. Any questions you may ever have, everybody's happy to discuss. But there you have the vote at the last second. It looks like Cruz was just able to sneak past Flyers with one single vote. Great work from both of these drivers there. Flyers came in absolutely ready to crush the competition, and Cruz said, "I don't think so. I've got something for you." And absolutely brought it to him. Awesome stuff there. Unfortunate for Flyers. Wanted to see what he had moving forward. Squid as well, but that is the level of competition that we have in slide style is any one of these drivers at any moment could make it all the way through to the final. You never know what's going to happen. It's always fun to watch. And speaking of never knowing what's going to happen, we've got the lone SOG Ranger over here, the man Curdy, lined up alongside of Wayne. Curdy going to be on the chase this time around first, but looking to take out the top dog of slide style, of course, Wayne, last season's champion. And if you haven't already, you can head over to alexonyourscreen.com/merch and you can grab the championship winning t-shirt, hoodie, hat, whatever it may be, from your man Wayne, the 2022 slide style champion. Well, let's see if Curdy can come in representing SOG and knock him off of that top spot today. These guys are ready to roll here. Beautiful start from these two. Great initiation of the first turn. Curdy diving in on the inside. You see him flashing his lights there like, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. I'm still here, though. Taking the inside line, staying right there alongside of Wayne, delivering as smooth a lead as ever. And you can see the speed of that S15, but that RX-7 isn't giving up. He's right back to him here. Great runs from these guys as we'll get the replay in. This is the type of competition we love to see. And Curdy, man, he hooked it in there a little bit earlier than I think he wanted to into that turn. And he did an incredible job holding on over that bump in the dirt on the inside of the first turn. We'll catch that on the replay when it loops back around. So we'll watch it here. Look at the control that Curdy had in this car. He catches in, you can see, he hooks in a little early, and you can see that bump in the track can usually over-rotate, send cars around. And even there, bouncing the rear of the car over the bumps on the other side of the track is able to maintain control all the way through. So it may not have been the prettiest thing in the world, but boy, is that tough to do. And you can see him not letting Wayne run away from him, staying with him through to the end here. As we come back around to Curdy, going to be in the lead position here, so we're going to see if Wayne is going to be able to maintain that type of proximity on him here. These guys are ready to rock and roll. On their second run, they let each other know they're good to go. Curdy going to take over that lead position here on the outside. Wayne sticking right with him there, much like Cruz earlier up on that front wheel. Curdy puts the power down, though. Wayne driving in, sticking with him right on the door, the little love tap there. Can he get behind him for the transition? Oh my God, what a transition out of Wayne across the rear bumper of Curdy, and for Curdy to hold on with that level of pressure applied. What a run from these guys. Oh man, I can't wait for that second replay. That was wild. I don't think I've ever seen a transition like that in a drift event ever. He was almost up to his front wheel when Curdy started to rotate his transition, and Wayne was able to slide backwards on the side of his car across the rear bumper and push back. Oh my, let's take a look at this as the replay comes around. Not putting any downer on Curdy's driving, because what a lead run this was. But it was like he gave the perfect canvas for Wayne to just paint a picture on. As you'll see right here, Wayne all the way up to the door, he slides back just as that transition begins and is on the front wheel, headed into the S's. You can't ask for much more than that. And I'm telling you, Curdy maintaining under that pressure, that you can't have any more pressure. on a lead car than what Wayne just put on in that chase run. And I mean, Curdy withstood the pressure like I'm gonna call my man, he's like the Hoover Dam of drifting. If he could hold that wall of fire that Wayne was bringing, unreal runs out of these two. That was fun to watch. Last little bit of time on this vote here. Let us know what you think. I couldn't even vote on this one. That was incredible to watch. So much fun. All of these pairings just in our first round. These guys are bringing it. And Wayne does come away with the vote. He is going to be moving on to the next round. What awesome stuff out of these guys. Curdy, my hat's off to you, brother. That was to hold on under that kind of pressure. It's almost like I need to take a quick break. Y'all should see, my face hurts smiling watching that run. That was too cool, man. And y'all already see these two drivers sitting on the starting line right here. Damian and Theory, two of the undisputed best drivers in slide style. And to see a run like that happen before them, neither one of these guys are going to want aged at all. They are ready to absolutely send it on this one to say, hey, this ain't the Wayne and Curdy show. Theory and Damian are in the house. Well, Theory's going to be your first lead driver as these guys are ready to send it right here. And just as I suspected, about a perfect start to a run as you can have here. So clean on the transition, so close together here. Look at the proximity on the door. Heading into the final turn here. What a run out of these two to start that pairing off. Damian able to drive up to the door. And man, so close on these transitions here. I could just watch this all day, man. These two S15s almost perfectly mirroring each other around the course here as we finish this replay out. Great stuff. Can't wait to see what these guys have got for us on the flip side here. As Damian is going to be in the lead position. These guys are ready to send it. Launching off the line here. Looks like a carbon copy of the first run, just with the cars in the flip positions. Little tap on the rear bumper. That's how close the transition was. Right on the door is Theory. Carrying all of that speed. Oh no, off in the dirt. Oh no. Off in the dirt goes Damian. Unfortunate there. As we head into the vote. Oh no. It all looked so good up until that moment. Let's see if we can spot what happens here to Damien. Just like we've been saying, the dirt reaches out, grabs a hold, and it doesn't want to let go once it does it. Such great runs from these two. Unfortunate that that's got to happen, but sometimes that's the way it works out for you when you're pushing as hard as these drivers are pushing. We'll watch it one more time here as this vote is coming to a close. We'll take a look here. You can see these guys giving it 110%, everything that they've got here. And you can see up as it caught the dirt, it was just pushed out and it was gone. And that is going to be Theory moving on to the next round. Unfortunate there, but great runs from these guys. Theory will be heading in to the next round of competition, and he will be facing off against Wayne in the Eliminator. You see Jason here set up on the lead. These guys are ready to go. And without further ado, we ain't going to keep them waiting on the starting line anymore. We're going to send them on here and see what they've got for us. Waifu, of course, on the chase. That station wagon looking to match the aggression that all these other drivers have had this evening. And he is doing that, staying right up by the front wheel of Jason here, all the way up on that door, looking to mimic the transition that Wayne had earlier. He was able to do it. What a transition from Waifu onto Jason here as they finish this course out. Oh, man, I told y'all the competition tonight was it. Super tight competition. You can't ask for much more than that. Oh, man. What great stuff there on the chase from Waifu, and not to take away from Jason, not one bit, because, man, was that a clean lead run, if ever, right there. Much like Curdy earlier. This was really a carbon copy of Curdy and Wayne's run earlier, where Wayne was chasing it. Identical to that run. I mean, these guys have been working so hard the past few weeks to get these cars right, and that hard work is paying off here for sure. Well, we had these drivers waiting long enough, and we've had you waiting long enough, so let's go on ahead and get their next run underway. Can't wait to see what's in store for us after seeing that one. We're going to have Waifu on the lead this time here. They're lined up, ready to go. Perfect start here as they dive into the first turn. Waifu with that speed and that station wagon machine. Jason looking to push back up to him here, but Waifu sees it's like a shark sees the blood in the water. He knows he's got the gap advantage here, and he's trying to pull away. Jason on the inside trying to bring it back. Look how close he gets on the final transition into the final turn. That vote is in the chat. Of course, you'll be seeing each run on the replay here. Whew, what I'm telling you, man, that was wild to watch right there. You see Jason on the chase here. Waifu got a little bit of speed earlier on, and it's almost like he looked in the mirror and said, uh-oh, I've got him. And he just stays hard in the throttle, keeps the momentum up, doesn't shore up on angle, though. Keeps all the angle he can. I mean, a great lead run here, absolutely. But then you see Jason here says, you're not getting away that easy. And look how close he comes in and finishes out the course door to door with Waifu there. Awesome stuff from both of these guys. About a minute left to go on the vote here. Let us know what you think about these two drivers. And who do you want to see move on to the Eliminator round? Only 2 spots left in the Eliminator round this evening. This vote is coming down to it. It's going to be a close one. Let us know what you think. As you see in the live shot there up in the top right of your screen, our next 2 drivers making their way to the starting line. Got their tires warmed up, their engines warmed up, ready to rock here. And Waifu is going to come away with the victory over Jason. Great stuff from both of these drivers, and congratulations to Waifu moving on to the Eliminator round. So we are going to find out which driver he's going to be facing off against in the next round. Either PWX, former winner here this season in slide style, or Skull, been making improvements in his driving by leaps and bounds. It reminds me of the Chally story of 2022, where he came in and couldn't qualify for an event, kept trying, and got better and better and better. And next thing you know, Chally was in the finals by like round 7 of last season. Amazing to watch and to see his driving skills improve right before our eyes. And now we're seeing it with Skull. Already came in pretty solid as a driver, but through practice, week after week after week, you see him steadily and consistently on the door of drivers just like PWX, Wayne, Theory, Damian, Malte, the crew that you're used to seeing in those top positions. Skull has said that he is going to be part of the elite crew here in slide style. Well, let's see if he's got it this time around. He's been putting in the time, but you know PWX never lets up one single bit. These guys are ready to burn it down here. The final pairing of round 1, the breakout round here in Red Ring. Little lag there early from P-Dub, lot of lag there from P-Dub. Hopefully it holds out for him here. Looks like it is holding on. You see Skull all the way up to the front wheel, sticking with him right on the door all the way through. Going to be a close transition there right across the back bumper. Dives into the S-curves here. He's on the door on the way through and stays with him all the way right there on the quarter panel as they cross the line. And that is exactly the kind of driving I was talking about there from these two. You can see Skull staying all the way up past the front bumper of P-Dub through the hairpin turn there. Whew, man, the car control that it takes to do what these guys do is always so mind-blowing to me. I'm lucky enough to get to hang out with them and drive with them in the server, and I can't hold a candle to what these guys do, man. It's amazing to watch every single time. Well, they have flipped it around here. Skull is going to be in the lead. And we're going to see if he can run away from P-Dub or if P-Dub can put his front bumper up against the bumper of Skull's machine. As they tear off from the line here, initiate into the first turn. Door to door, side by side here, looking like a mirror image of each other. Oh, it looked like Skull's car gripped up on him a little bit there. P-Dub did a great job staying off of him. And just like Skull staying right up with the front bumpers together, the tight transition across the rear bumper, P-Dub dives it in there. Skull maximizing this course even on his lead runs here. Awesome stuff as we head into the vote for these two drivers. Of course, we'll be watching both runs here on the replay. So lead will be first, and then you'll see Skull's lead run second. But let us know what you think on the vote. Incredible driving from both of these guys here. See Skull on the lead. Let's see what happened here early on after the initiation. Both cars get into the turn smoothly. It just looks like those 110s, those real grippy rear tires, just doing their job. Not wanting to get as much of the angle I think that Skull wanted. Never did grab a handbrake or anything. We have a great shot with that tire lettering. Makes it very easy to see. Just a little bit left here, about 30 seconds left on the vote. Let us know what you think in between P-Dub and Skull. Who do you want to see be the final driver to move to the eliminator round and face off against Waifu? Between P-Dub and Skull, great runs between both of these two drivers. Great runs from every single driver in the breakout round this evening. Like I told you guys at the start, the competition is as close as ever. Coming down to the final second here, it looks like it is gonna be PWX, the former event winner, coming away with the win here to move on into the eliminator round. He will be facing off against Waifu, but great runs from Skull. Awesome stuff from all these drivers. As we head on to our next pairing, and as you see in the top left of your screen, we are moving on to the eliminator round. So you can see our pairings of Malte and Cruz, Wayne and Fury, Waifu and PWX. But no need to fear if your favorite driver does not make it through to the contender round. They have a shot at redemption. You see it there at the bottom of the scoring list, 2 empty slots. Those are your redemption slots. So after these 3 pairings make their runs, we are going to put a vote up for the 3 eliminated drivers, and the top 2 voted drivers will face off against each other on an additional run to find out who's going to be the final driver to make it into the contender round. So we have Cruz. Boy, if you saw Cruz's chase run earlier, this is going to be a sight to see right here. We have a clear racetrack. We are ready to go. Malte and Cruz with Malte on the lead. These guys are ready to bring it. Clean and smooth start from both drivers, taking a little bit of an inside line early in the first turn. Smooth lead here from Malte, and Cruz just matching the angle beautifully. This isn't even typically what you would see in a slide style run. This is a traditional looking drifting run here. This is beautiful from these two drivers. Such clean, smooth driving, filling the course out all the way around. Let's take another look at that one. Typical slide style run, you see a lot of the drivers surging forward up to each other's bumpers and on the door all the way through, maybe a little contact here and there. These two just put on a clinic of a super clean tandem drifting run. Let's watch this replay one more time as they come back around. Imagine in a traditional drifting event, if we had inside and outside zones here, you'll see on the entry, if there was an inside clip here, they hit it. Other way, looking at filling an outside zone out right there, sending it around to the hairpin, filling the entire outside of the hairpin. Inside touch and go here, tagged by both drivers, filling this outside zone as they head into the two final inside clips. That right there is a damn solid drift run, ladies and gentlemen. You can't ask for much more. I cannot wait to see what we get on the flip side. As we come back around, Cruz is going to be your lead driver. And we are ready to watch these guys hit their second run. Let's see if it looks more like the first one or if we see more of that slide style aggression from Malte in the chase position. We see Cruz is ready to send it. He's coming with the speed. Malte's going to have to do a little work to get back to the door. Maybe not, because Cruz gets off in the dirt. Incredible job holding on to that car. But it gives Malte the opportunity to get right back to the door. You can see him touching just barely, just right on that door all the way around through the hairpin, sticking right with him here. As they finish out the course door to door, side by side. Some runs those were. I'm telling you, this first run, you could go out on you could draw lines on the track. These guys filled out every zone. If this were a traditional drift event, let's take in mind the SOG Drift Championship. Our line actually not very dissimilar to their line. They just have a different starting point. But from about right here to the end, they're the same line. And these would make for some great runs in their event as well. Awesome stuff to see from these guys. And you see again up in the live shot, Wayne and Theory doing donuts together for a little bit there in the burnout box. About a minute left on this vote here between Malte and Cruz. And I'm telling you, man, this first run right here. You can't ask for much more than that. Beautiful stuff, man. Awesome. This is what we're all here for. Love to see it. And hey, if Cruz, it looks like Malte's taking the lead here on the votes. If Cruz is eliminated, he's not out of it all the way. He has a chance for redemption here a little bit later on. And that is going to be it. Malte going to be moving on to the contender round. The first driver locked in, but Cruz has the opportunity for redemption here in just a little while. Coming back to our live shot here, we can see Wayne and Theory already on the line. These two know each other about as well as anybody on the racetrack. And I expect more of what we just saw with Malte and Cruz. You know, Wayne loves to get aggressive and up on the wheel, but Theory, we always say, Mr. Consistency, he can put his car 1 inch away from yours and leave it there for the entirety of the run. So let's see what these guys have got for us here. as they head out on their first run. This is going to be the second pairing of the Eliminator round. Just as we expected, super close with no contact so far from Theory, right there on the door of Wayne. How close of a transition is this going to be? Incredible, all the way up on the door. A little contact made by Theory there. Actually loses a little bit. We're going to have to see on the replay what happened there. Wayne got the space. So you see the little love tap there in the bumper after that. That's what we love to see. Like we talked about earlier, so many of these drivers, great friends, hang out with each other, both in CarX, and we play so many other games together as well on our stream here. The sportsmanship is at an all-time high in slide style, and we wouldn't have it any other way. That's what it's all about. We're all here to have fun, put on a good show together, entertain you all at home, and have a little bit of a drift event. That's what it's all about. As we take one last look here at this run, we see Theory, as I said, so close but not touching all the way around. And as we head into the high-speed, long, sweeping curve here, yeah, you see Theory carried a whole lot of momentum in there, got right to the door of Wayne, and I think he was trying to adjust to not make that contact, but was able to get right back to him right at the finish of it. Awesome stuff there. As we come back into the live shot here, Wayne and Theory side by side yet again. Theory going to be your lead driver this time around. As Wayne comes with that aggression that we know and love there, right on the door of Theory all the way through. A big shot to the back bumper of Theory there, though. Theory able to hold on to it. Doesn't seem to affect his line at all. Wayne diving it in there. Able to keep the angle, though. Doesn't make contact this time through. Bouncing it off the rumble strip there into the final. That's that aggression that we know and love right there from Wayne. That vote is on its way to you in the chat right now. What great runs from both of these drivers here. As we see here, a perfect start from these two. And Wayne just immediately grinding the paint off the side of Theory's car there. Big shot to the rear bumper there. Able to maintain control as both drivers. Theory just incredible holding onto that car because it could have pushed him out into the dirt. And we saw what happened earlier with Chally in that same position. That car getting off into the dirt. And that guardrail is unforgiving on the outside. About a minute left to go on this vote. Keep watching along these replays and let us know what you think. Who should move on to the contender round to face off against Malte, or who is going to have a chance at redemption? Last couple seconds on this vote. It's gonna be a close one for sure. But coming down to it, it looks like it's gonna be Theory coming away with it with 11 votes, so close. Theory moving on to the next round. Wayne is gonna have the opportunity at Redemption here in just a little while, but we have one more pairing to go in the eliminator round. And it is PWX chasing Waifu here. Waifu on the lead. This is going to be awesome to see right here. Like we said earlier, and we saw it in qualifying in the first round, that station wagon is deceptively fast. Can't wait to see what these two are going to bring to the table and see who moves on or who has to go for redemption. P-Dub all the way up there on the door, all the way around the first turn. The quick transition on the bumper dives it back into the hairpin. Waifu carrying so much angle, and you see he's got the speed. Look at how fast this car is, but P-Dub not letting up for a single second, staying right with him, but he can't seem to match the angle. Couldn't match the angle of that station wagon. That's not something I ever thought I'd say. Let's take another look at it. Man, he was on every bit of that door right at the early portion of the run here, but take a look. Waifu has got the angle and the speed all the way around this run now. P-Dub has the proximity. Ain't no question about that. He's there. But look at the difference in angle of these two cars. That is not something you'd ever expect to see. Waifu is absolutely bringing it today. And I think P-Dub is going to have an absolute heater of a lead run here if he wants to move on to the contender round and not have to possibly face a redemption vote. Well, there you see the final pairing of the eliminator round here before we head to redemption. It's going to be PWX on the lead this time. And you know P-Dub does not back down from a challenge. Waifu's going to bring him the challenge. Does the same thing. Taps him on the door in the first turn here. Super close on the transition. Matching the angle through the hairpin. P-Dub brings the speed here. No contact on the transition, gets in the door, headed into the S's. P-Dub absolutely brought the angle on that run, but Waifu did not let up for a single second. Incredible runs from both of these guys here. A reminder to everyone, Waifu first time driving in a slide style event this evening. PWX, of course, a former winner this season, as his name is in gold over there on the side of your screen. Man, these runs have been fun to watch tonight. About a minute left on the vote here. Let us know what you think. And who do you want to see move on to the next round, or who do you want to see go to the redemption vote? Going to be close on it here, but do keep in mind the driver that doesn't make it through on this vote does have the redemption vote coming up in just a moment. As we take one last look at these runs before the vote comes to the close here, just a couple of seconds left. If you haven't voted yet, get your vote in. Coming down to it here by one vote, it's gonna be Waifu. Right at the end is gonna be the third and final driver locked into the contender round. And that is going to bring us to the redemption vote. So Cruz, Wayne, and PWX, three drivers you would never expect to see in a redemption vote, are about to pop up on your screen right. Which of these three drivers do you want to see have another chance? The top two voted drivers will face off against each other for the final spot in the contender round this evening. Can't see it on the screen here. What's going on? There it goes. Cruz, Wayne, and PWX, three names you never thought you'd see up for a redemption vote, but that is how tight the competition is this evening. Which of these drivers do you want to see Just a minute left on this vote here. To find out which of these three drivers, which two of these three drivers will have another shot at redemption here. Coming down to the last few seconds, let us know who's your favorite of these three, who you want to see take another crack at it. And there you have it. With a tie between the top two, it is Wayne and P-Dub. And they will be facing off for redemption here. We make our way back to our live shot. You see these guys getting lined up at the starting line. I'm sure excited as ever to get this run in. These two, if any of you have been around our events, you've hung out with us during practice sessions, these two are, of course, jokingly at each other's throats 24/7. They are the perfect, I guess you could say. They love messing with each other, both in streams and in the Discord and everything like that. They love competing together. And man, is this not the perfect spot for the two of these drivers to be in, facing off against each other for redemption. It is going to be Wayne and PWX for the last spot going into the contender round. And they dive in there. Big contact from P-Dub, but Wayne able to gather it up there. Another contact shot in from PWX, and you saw him shift the wheel over into him from that overhead shot. These guys are having a blast out there on the track, and they are doing it at the highest level of skill. Look at how much speed. Man, you know they are having fun. you see on the live shot, they're still beating and banging on the way back to the starting line here. P-Dub just beating down Wayne's door all the way around the course here, and Wayne not budging a single inch. That is what the level of skill that these guys are at is unreal. We'll watch it one more time here. Right in the first turn, you see P-Dub almost drove into the turn, straight into the door of Wayne, and Wayne, his car was ready for it. You could see he positioned himself knowing the impact was coming so that that car did not over-rotate. These guys are good, man. And this right here is what SLIDESTYLE is all about. Any traditional drifting fan would watch this and be like, well, what the hell is going on? But I tell you what, this right here is the peak level of driving that we look for in SLIDESTYLE. It may be hard for some to understand, but once you've been around it for a little while, you can see why these drivers come back month after month and they love it so much and they have so much fun. It's just a different way of expressing the same art form that is drifting. It's an incredible, incredible thing to see. We're going to come back to our live shot here. P-Dub is going to be in the lead this time around, and we're going to find out which of these two drivers is going to be the last one to make it to the contender round. Launching into the first turn, you know Wayne's going to give it right back, just glued to the side of PWX's car here. Makes the quick transition and drives all the way up. Oh, slams the front of his car in there, and he's like, I got something for you if you're going to do it to me. And PWX able to hold on. These guys beating and banging on each other's doors from one end of the course to the other. Wayne sailing it in there on the last turn. Oh man, if it were any other two drivers, I may be discussing possible contact penalties for both of these runs, because there were two pretty solid impacts in both runs that seemed to adjust the trajectory of the leader's car. But this is PWX and Wayne. I'm going to say have at it, boys. I'm going to let them get after it, and I'm going to let you guys decide which of these two drivers you want to see moving into the semifinals. Absolutely incredible stuff. So much fun to watch these two battle it out. The NHL playoffs are going on right now, and that reminded me, those two runs reminded me of playoff hockey right there. These two guys, I mean, at the absolute limit and as physical as you could possibly be. And it's just a beautiful thing to watch as ever. So awesome, so much fun. About a minute left on this vote here. It's going to be a close one between these two. I know we've got some people holding out, waiting till the last possible second. If these guys are having fun on the track, I'm sure people want to have fun with their votes as well. Don't hold out too long, though. You don't want to miss it. So normally I wouldn't talk about our official communication channels on the broadcast, but I just had a message come across my screen. PWX has said, I would like to report a case of physical abuse. Oh boy, by one vote, Wayne comes away with the win over P-Dub. He will be the final driver to make it to the contender. It looks like that abuse paid off for Wayne. Oh man. What an awesome show it has been so far tonight. So much fun. I've got to give a huge shout out and thank you for everyone that has been a part of this event so far. We have made it to the contender round. As you see there, Wayne collecting the victory in redemption. And you see here the contender round, the two pairings that make up our semifinals. Who is going to make it to the end? Who is going to be in the final showdown? It's Malte versus Theory versus Wayne. Three names we are very, very familiar with in this position, and one name that I think has kind of shocked everybody this evening. But he has got Wayne, the final boss that he has to fight through before he can make it to the finals. And then he's going to meet either Malte or Theory if he's able to do that. What a Cinderella story that would be for Waifu if he was able to pull it off. Or will one of these other three drivers push their way to the top of the leaderboard in the championship standings for the 2023 season of Slide Style? Well, let's get ready to set it off here. Malte and Theory. Malte going to be rocking the lead position here. Theory going to be on the chase. Now, I expect this to be a very different run from the past two that we just saw, but I could be wrong. Oh, no! Theory doesn't get the initiation into the first turn there. He is right back to the door quickly of Malte, though. You want to talk about a driver that has some serious control of his vehicle, and he knows he's got to bring it now, and he is staying just inches off of Malte's vehicle for the whole rest of this run. But let's see if we can spot on the replay what happened to Theory there right at the beginning. Man, similar to what happened to Skull earlier, it just gripped up on him. He went to kick it in on his first initiation, and the car just said no. These drivers pretty active in the chat. Usually I'm sure he'll drop his 2 cents as to what happened there, which is another thing that you can only find in Slide Style and no other drift competition. You just have direct, instant access to the thoughts of the drivers as the event is going on. They are just as much fans of this as everyone else watching along. But to be able to get an instant reaction from the driver is definitely a unique aspect that only esports can provide. And I just want to see the beginning of that run one more time here. We'll get the slow motion to see if we can. It's a tough angle because we have the camera set up to capture the speed on the first initiation, but not necessarily expecting. And you can see he did have to grab the handbrake there right at the end to try to get that car on angle, and it wouldn't do it. But man, look at what he did for the entire rest of the run. He made up for that in leaps and bounds. Oh man, awesome work there. We'll come back over to the live shot here. Well, now Theory is going to be in the lead position. And we're going to see if Malte is going to be able to get the initiation into the first turn, or if he has similar problems. We'll find out as they are ready to take off from the line here. No problems on initiation for Malte, but Theory looking to put the gap on him. Malte not letting that happen. Surging back up to the door, staying right alongside. Theory doing his best to keep the space here, but Malte staying right with him, super close on that transition through the final S's at the end of the course here. Which of these two drivers do you want to see in the finals of round 4 of the SLIDESTYLE 2023 Drift Tournament season? Such awesome runs to watch from these two. Theory staying so close there, but now we'll see his lead run. You can see the amount of control that Malte has over that BMW. You'll see him, it's almost like he's on a rubber band. Like his car is attached to Theory with the bungee cord. Theory gets a little acceleration, pulls away a little bit, Malte comes right back. Theory gets a little bit away, Malte comes right back. The amount of control that both of these drivers have is unbelievable. And it's such a different sight than what we just saw a little while ago with Wayne and PWX. The hardcore beating and banging. I mean, this was as clean and smooth of two drift runs as you could ask for. Coming down to the last second here. Get your votes in. What's it going to be? Don't hold out on us here. And it is a tie vote, and that can only mean one thing. Here in Slide Style, it is going to be a one more time. You see it right there on your screen in the center of the vote. One more time between these two drivers. So they are going to have to back up and do it again. As we come back to the live shot here, you see it right there. These guys are going to run one more time. Malte heading back to the start line. You see these guys having a little fun, getting them tires, trying to get a little extra advantage, getting those tires warmed up. You see Theory didn't do that. Malte's going to have the warm tires here, so we're going to get yet another 2 runs out of these guys. They are off for their one more time run to decide who's going to go to the finals. It is Malte on the lead with Theory in the chase. And Theory is certain to get the initiation on the first turn, and I think that's what all of our viewers at home wanted to see. I think that's why we sent it to it one more time, is they wanted to see what Theory has got with a full pull run, and he is working on it here in the chase position. But Malte delivering almost the most perfect run you could ask for from the lead position, and you saw what I said about warming those tires up. Look at the angle he was able to achieve. All the way through this run, Malte's lead angle was unheard of and so smooth. And you could see Theory there, the proximity matched it all the way through. Man. This happens every time. I say this every single event, but these guys step it up and step it up and step it up. Every single slide style event that we have, this is the 4th event of our 2nd season, and it just, when I think it can't get any better. These guys prove me wrong time after time from the beginning of the breakout round of tonight's Tandem competition. I mean, these guys have been leaps and bounds over even just the last event that we had. Incredible to watch the driving on display here today. Let's get this second run in here. Theory in the lead position. These guys ready to rock and roll here. Launches into the turn here. First turn, beautiful looks there. So much angle from both of these drivers. And Malte staying right with him. Looks like a carbon copy of the first run. So much speed into the S's here. Theory driving away just a little bit. Malte's not going to let that happen. And here we have it. The final vote for Malte versus Theory. They ran once. They ran one more time. If this vote were to go to a tie, it would come down to the tiebreaker. Of course, everyone's vote in the world of slide style, everyone's vote counts. But I myself personally do not vote on these runs. Therefore, if the vote does come down to a tie, I will be the tiebreaker. And I really don't want to do that. Especially because we might be here all night as I start to pick these replays apart. Get your votes in. Who do you want to see move on to the showdown round? And they're going to face off against either Waifu or Wayne. "30 seconds left to get your vote in here." I can't even, I have no idea, man. I honestly have not the slightest clue. I'm going to look at these last two replays here and see if I can come to a decision, but hopefully that doesn't matter. Let us know who y'all want to see. Last couple seconds on the vote here. And it comes down to it, the final second. Malte coming away by one vote. Malte is going to move on to the finals over Theory. One single vote, so close there. And that is how close the competition has been almost all night long. Great runs from both of these guys. Theory did an incredible job to make it as far as he has, and he will score solid championship points in this event. But the finals are not to be today. Malte taking the first spot in the showdown. Will he be facing off against Wayne, his usual nemesis and teammate, of course, or the newcomer? First time in a slide style event, making it all the way to contender round, is Waifu here on your screen. He is going to be the first lead driver here, but he is going to have Wayne climbing all up over the doors of that station wagon machine. Let's see which driver is going to make their way to face off against Malte in the final showdown of round 4 of this season of slide style. Wayne climbing all up the door just like we expected, but Waifu ready for it, asking for it. Knows he can handle it. That station wagon. Oh no, Wayne pushes him. Wayne pushes him into the barrier. That's gonna be a vote penalty, and that will be catastrophic. The vote penalty in the contender round of competition is 80% of the driver's final votes. But absolutely, you'll see on the replay here, we'll go to the slow motion. He's got the proximity, he's in so close, but you can see here, he absolutely walked him into that guardrail. Waifu had nowhere to go. And look at how great he did, and he was able to I quit paying attention. He was able to get back in front of Wayne and finish the run out. Are you kidding me? No. I didn't even see that live. You can see Wayne just absolutely eating up the door as he always does, but the car just stepped on him a little bit right there at the end, pushing Waifu into the guardrail, but he's off the guardrail, back in front of Wayne and says, nah, son, we're still doing this. Oh, man. Well, we have come back around here. Wayne in the lead. I've made a mistake. I was so excited watching that one. I did not switch the camera over. We usually, of course, track the lead vehicle, but honestly, it's kind of a blessing in disguise because the focus of this run here is going to be on Waifu. Of course, as we've discussed, Wayne is unfortunately going to receive that vote penalty, and it is a massive vote penalty here in the contender round. However, being in the lead position, he chooses the line that these two drivers are going to take. He could force a mistake here from Waifu possibly, and Waifu just has to be clean, just has to get it to the finish. So we're going to keep the camera focused on our man Waifu in the chase position here. These guys ready to launch off. Let's see if the first-time SLIDESTYLE driver can show up in a station wagon and take it all the way to the finals. Look at that, all the way up to the front bumper of Wayne, letting him know, oh, I'm still here. Wayne all the way out in the dirt. I think Wayne may have accepted his fate here. I've watched this man drive for years at this point, and I can see he's running clean. Yep, that is incredible. The vote is on the way to you, but as I mentioned, unfortunately, Wayne will be receiving that 80% vote penalty, so no matter how many votes he gets here, 80% of it is going poof, disappear. Unfortunate there, and you see, there it is. Getting into the door of life. I can't believe he was able to get back in front of him. Incredible. Everybody's still showing love to Wayne on the votes. Can't argue with it. Great runs out of him all day long, of course. About a minute left to go on the vote here as we watch the replays of these runs. Man, you could see Wayne all up on him here. But that guardrail doesn't move, has never moved, and you've got to allow the lead driver to. That's of course, the lead driver has the advantage on SLIDESTYLE runs by being able to choose their own line. However, the chase driver, in anticipation of what the lead driver is doing, does have to allow them room to do their work. He has to allow Waifu that space, does not give it to him there. And of course, it's Wayne we're talking about. Never would be on purpose. Why would he want to try to drive him into the guardrail there? That's never a case of it being on purpose. The vote itself actually comes down to a tie, but the penalty applied to Wayne here. The tie makes it say one more time. The penalty applied, though, that is going to be Waifu there taking the win on that run, moving into the finals, and boy, have we got one for you here, ladies and gentlemen. The final here, and I'm hitting the wrong thing. Got it. Look, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that up right quick. Here we go, guys. There you have it. There you have it. The final pairing of round 4 here at Red Ring for the SLIDESTYLE 2023 season is going to be Malte, the veteran, facing off against the brand new first-time rookie driver in SLIDESTYLE, Waifu. This is going to be an absolute barn burner of a showdown final run. These two drivers absolutely deserve to be in the position they're in here. And I cannot wait to see what we have waiting for us on the other side as these drivers are ready to get the green light. Let's see some love in the chat. Let's see the excitement. Get the emojis in there. Get the hype. Let's see the love for these two finalists as we get ready to set the fireworks off. It is the finals of round 4. Who's going to take the trophy? A great launch here. Waifu matching the angle. Malte giving as smooth of a run as you could ever ask for. As always on the lead, but Waifu staying in perfect proximity, perfect angle, so close on the transition, stays with him all the way through. Another close transition as they come through the final turn. And on the door is the station wagon to Malte's machine. As we watch the replay here, our of the night, such a clean, smooth run from these two drivers. And it is possible for the first time, or no, not the first time, because Bird did it as well. So the second time, my apologies, my second time this season, a driver comes in as a first-time entry into slide style competition and comes away with the victory. Could it happen today, or does the veteran slide style driver Malte show that he has still got it and adds his name to the win column here in 2023? Come back around to our live shot here, and we have Waifu on the lead, ready and geared up to go here. The final pairing, the final run of the day. What's going to happen, and who do you want to see win this event? Let your voice be heard on the vote. Here goes the run. Who's going to win round 4? Malte dives in aggressively on the first turn here. He's going to keep that pressure. If Waifu's going to take it away from him, he's going to have to earn it. Malte staying on the door, letting him know he's there. Waifu using that speed, pulling away from Malte. Unbelievable here. Malte has to take the inside line, gets back close on the transition as they come back across the line. You've never seen a station wagon so fast. Unreal. Get your votes in. Let us know who you think is the winner of Slide Style Round 4 right here in Red Ring. About a minute left on the vote. What an incredible day of freestyle tandem drifting this has been. Halfway through the vote here, as you guys are watching the replays closely, I'm sure. Let us know who you want to see take home the win, take home the maximum points towards the tournament championship for this season, and take home the gift card prize for taking away the win. Malte, of course, already your top qualifier this evening, so he's already gained that first prize. Will he be able to grab the maximum prize, be the top qualifier, and walk away with the win on the event? This vote is so close, down to the last second by one single vote. Malte is able to take out Waifu, grab the win, and that is going to be your winner. Who has disappeared? Where did he go? We had a winner. We had a winner. Where did he go? Where did our winner go? Hey, there he is! Hey, Malte, everybody! Malte, your event champion. Congratulations. What an awesome run from him this evening, and awesome runs from all the drivers involved. Great stuff. You see Waifu here as well, your runner-up, but Malte coming away with the win, and he is your round 4 champion here in Red Ring. Great job, Malte. I want to say a big thank you to everyone involved in this event and making this happen. Of course, DK Race Control, keeping everything on the straight and narrow and making this such an enjoyable show for us to watch. Wayne, of course, our technical director, alongside of driving. All of these guys have pulling double duty. Wayne, our technical director, making sure all of these drivers' vehicles are up to spec and set up the way that they are supposed to be for this event. Such a huge thank you to all of these drivers. Such a great job listening so closely to Race Control and making sure that the event takes on, rolls along smoothly. It has taken on a life of its own here almost. It has been so much fun to watch. I've got to say, and also a huge thank you to everyone watching. If you can hear my voice, if you see Malte's BMW on your screen right now, you guys made this happen. Every single vote matters towards these slide style events, and nothing we are doing here would ever happen if it weren't for all of you watching along. So we appreciate you so much. We're going to pull up our calendar here before we cut these drivers loose. We are at Red Ring right now. Next month is going to be the first ever nighttime event in slide style history. We are going to be in St. Petersburg on May 26th right here on the channel. Alex on your screen, ! Slide Style. If you want to find out more about our events and how you can be a part of them, when the schedule is, everything like that, what the course maps are, everything is available on that Discord. And of course, all these drivers and their awesome personalities are there as well. We practice every single week, open practice on Friday nights. So come join us, come hang out. And again, huge congratulations to Malte, your round 4 winner. Thank you everybody for watching. I have been Alex, and I appreciate everyone so much for tuning in and enjoying Slide Style Round 4. We will see everyone next time under the lights in St. Petersburg. Have a great month of May, and we'll see you at the track.